This JPZ No Cap Podcast CEO, and I'm here with my guest.
Yo, it's a dysfunctional member of the M.O.P. First Family. Nigga, you know Snakeiiz, co-owner, co-founder of Salley&Brotherhood, Taj World Entertainment, man. Real rap, no cap. Let's get to it.
I'm saying that was a lot, but he's spitting that shit, yeah. That was a lot. He's spitting that shit, though. He he ain't just a rapper.
I had to practice that shit.
He ain't just a rapper, you know what I mean?
Like a motherfucker for like 2 weeks, too. I was like, God damn, I got a lot of shit I got to say. Let me get it all out. All right, we good, though.
Nick, I'm saying, man, what's good with you?
Oh, man, all kinds of stuff, man. Got my hands in a whole bunch. Of course, you know, Salley&Brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? Me and my partners, we...
Good fabric.
Yeah. Looking fresh in it already, yeah.
Fabric. That's what I do.
You know, recently we teamed up. John Salley joined our team and all of that.
Big
you know, he's one of the partners with the whole movement and everything. So, you know, we've been, you know, getting ready for our next couple moves, doing some new designs and everything. Outside of that, you know, also I've been working on an album. You know, first one back in a while. You know what I'm saying?
I heard.
Yeah, because
Saints to Sinners. What's going on with that?
Saint and Sinner. That's just where I'm at right now. You know, like I'm that dude that, you know, sit here and smoke a drink with you, but, you know, I mess around and get up and go to church in the morning still, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, I used to think church people was so fake, you know what I'm saying? So I stayed away, but then I realized, like, yo, everybody in there messed up just like me, including the pastor. We all just there trying to get it right. We in process, you know, and Saint and Sinner, the whole message is with the album is to just let everybody know you ain't too far away from God, you know what I'm saying? He love all of us, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and I'm in process just like everybody else. If you actually read the Bible the way it actually is written and not the way they whitewash it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, like, David had an affair, you know what I'm saying? But y'all, you know, most people are only familiar with him knocking down the giant, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Paul was cussing and cutting people's, not Paul, Peter was cussing and cutting everybody's ear off and all kinds of stuff like that. You got Mary Magdalene that was prostitutes. I mean, all these people had a part to play with Jesus and his whole movement, you know what I'm saying? So, like, Saint and Sinners with me is kind of like me in the process, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I'm in a transition, especially like from the way I used to be. I mean, like, back in the day, you listen to some of my older stuff, I used to say a lot of crazy stuff. I think I even went as far as saying I was an atheist on one of them joints. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. Word. You know what I'm saying? Testimony. Like oh, yeah, I ain't had no sense, though. I was like, you know what I'm saying? And that was, but, you know, that's kind of where I was at that time. Now I'm kind of, you know, I'm a businessman now, you know what I'm saying? And even the music that I'm making nowadays, it's changed compared to the way it used to be, you know? Because initially, I mean, when I really stepped on the scene, I was like doing a lot of mixtape stuff and featuring, and I hooked up with M.O.P. during the whole G Unit thing.
I was just about to say that First Family, right?
Yeah, and you know, those is my big brothers, man.
Rappers get they little heads gas, Getty, so I'ma have to get up in that ass, wedgie, and show 'em I've been ahead of my class. Test me and get matched out, beating the trash. You won't be, so I'll serve it on a platter. Go and kidnap you, wrap you in some rope and gag you. Rolling with gorillas who will really go bananas. So before this shit is over, you gon' really know the rapture. I'm sadistic, I leave you more than fracture. Wet your ass up like a river water rafter. When it comes to rap,
they've been there. They've been, like, the way I initially met them, like, we had a mutual acquaintance that kind of introduced us or whatever. But the first time I actually met them, I walked into the wrong studio session. You know what I'm saying?
And what was this at?
Mirror Image out of New York, 44th and 9th. And I walked into their session, and they were getting interviewed by Mike Rappaport. And you know, my cousin, of all people, but I got family all over the industry.
I was just about to ask you, not to cut you off, what's your backstory on music?
Oh,
Give me your backstory.
oh, my backstory. I mean, probably started actually writing raps at like 10, and then you know, I have a lot of you know, family in the business. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it was just kind of inevitable that I would get into music. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like Rich Nice is my cousin, you know, and at the time he was when I first got in the game, he was like an A&R for DTP or something like that, and doing consulting for Sony and everything. And you know, I'm around D Sonoram. D Sonoram was at that time he was running Koch or whatever, Koch Entertainment, and then now he's actually like the VP of 300 Entertainment or some shit right now.
Yeah, that's an independent company.
Yeah. Shout out to D. I'm doing a lot of things. I mean, like, you know, I could just go on and on with all the family that I just had in you know, strategic places. You know what I'm saying? That kind of walked me in some doors, and you know what I'm saying, I made a lot of connections between doing music and then, you know, which translated to the clothing stuff. You know,
I was seeing you had a lot of features like coming up, Rod Digger, Wu-Tang, like you had a lot of M.O.P. You had a lot of people around you in the industry. Like what made you, I can't say that, but you met, like you said, you met them through like running through the wrong studio and ended up bumping heads with them. But what made you like say, fuck it, I'm gonna take this shit serious, this rap shit serious?
I guess when I realized I wasn't going to be tall enough to make it to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I used to hoop, and you know what I'm saying, I even went as far as I played in Piscataway. I played for Piscataway High.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying, as a 2-guard.
Where you from, Snake? Give him a little background about you.
Oh man, that's a whole lot. That's about as long as my intro, man. Nah, I originally like grew up like in Newark, right around the corner from Weequahic Park. Then I moved to California, and I stayed out there for a while. And that's actually, I learned how to rap in Cali, which bugs people out because I'm like, you know.
Who you was fucking with when you was out there?
In Cali? Oh man, I mean just you know, just friends, family. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know, I didn't. A lot of my West Coast contacts came from my cousin Shady Ray. He was around the time. He was like out there during the time like where Death Row was like Death Row. You know what I'm saying? Like he was one of them that was there. So, you know, he knew a lot of people. That's how I got introduced to Slip Capone. He was on Snoop Dogg's album Murder Was the Case. From Dog Pound. I heard, you know, he got all kinds of stuff with Nate Dogg, all that. Slip is R.I.P. He passed. Red Rum, yeah. You know what I'm saying, banging on wax, you know what I'm saying, and he ran around that Death Row circle too. Like, it seemed like that during that era, all the rappers in the West Coast somehow was like with Death Row. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they even pulled Hammer at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like
Suge had the choke on.
Yeah. But I got to know and work with some of those cats, and which was great, especially like Red Rum. Like he had did his last time he came out here. Usually he come out, he stayed with my cousins, or he stayed with us. And last time he came out, he stayed with us. And you know, I was working on Saint and Sinner, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, Rum, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna need a verse right now, because my man, he had a studio or whatever. Okay. We was all staying at his house. So I got that last verse out of Red Rum. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, it's a shame he ain't here, but it's gonna make the album.
Oh, so you put it on the Saint Center album?
Yeah, it's gonna be on the album. Like, he spit that last verse with me. You know what I'm saying? He
so you
brought
got something
it.
special then. And
he brought it. You know what I'm saying? I had to just make sure that comes out all the way tight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Yeah, like, you know. So besides my West Coast connection, I came back to Jersey, and that, you know what I'm saying, and you know, Plainfield, stayed on over there by Rock and Third. You know what I'm saying, and all that.
So you know about Jersey.
Yeah, and then after that, I did like my freshman year out there, and then I moved to the Virgin Islands. I moved to St. Thomas, and I lived there for a little while.